Hello and welcome to the daily newscast within the United Countries special by First Ukraine. You can find us at the frequencies available at our website firstua.com. Sergei Velichansky is working for you in the studio. Thank you for joining us. 14 times over the past night, the dispositions of the Ukrainian army were fired upon. Most shell fires were spotted in the Donetsk area, the settlements near the airport Avdiivka and Pisky.
Settlements Avdiivka and Pisky were under the fire yesterday near 8 p.m. At 2 a.m. bandits again fired upon the Avdiivka, at 3 a.m. Kamenka, and at 4 a.m. Khmyk. In the direction to Mariupol at 10 o'clock and half past 9, terrorists unsuccessfully tried to attack our positions. In the direction to Artemivsk at 8 p.m. snipers shot in Leninsky village, and in the half past 9, bandit groups fired upon the settlements Shumly with guns.
During the night, the Mariupol area was under small arms fire 7 times. The city self-defense reported. Shirokino settlement was attacked several times, but all the attacks were repelled without any loss on our part. Near Mariupol, the enemy activates spy drones. 3 voyages of them were registered.
Since yesterday, 1 p.m. till the 7 o'clock today, yes, terrorists conducted the fire on positions of ATO in the area of Shirokino 7 times. Although they tried to attack the settlement, all attacks had been returned. Ukrainian positions stayed the same places. The intelligence of M sector reports about re-employment of enemy's troops and also about the continuation of animation, the withdrawing of their troops. Terrorists withdraw their equipment, but after the short period of time return it back.
Ukrainian army has withdrawn Grad rocket systems. The next in turn are Uragans. This is the next step in the heavy weaponry withdrawal from the front line. As it was reported by the ATO spokesman Andriy Lysenko, the rocket systems were being taken away from the front line in the past 24 hours. General Prosecutor's Office is promised to be reformed in the time of 4 months. It was reported by the General Prosecutor and his deputy, David Sakvarelidze. According to them, instead of local prosecutors' offices across all of the country, the total amount shall be cut by 3. The workers will take professional, psychological and general tests. The paperwork will be replaced by computers and the admission will be done by psychologists. They will be the mediums between the citizens and detectives. How much money will the reform take has not been calculated yet.
We will do everything and maximum to save the high salary for prosecutor and investigator, because we have a zero tolerance to corruption, and those who don't want live according new rules. We will say them goodbye, and it will be the case of General Prosecutor's Office inspection.
There should be more of the OSCE observers in the ATO zone, and their observation stations should be evolving faster. The Ukrainian President's press service reports that this is the common opinion of the President of Ukraine and the German Chancellor. Petro Poroshenko and Angela Merkel had a phone conversation, and in particular about further sanctions against Russia. They both agreed that the limitations should not lose force till Kyiv renews full control over the Russian and Ukrainian border. Petro Poroshenko has plans to visit Germany in March. The UN Security Council will discuss political regulations of the Donbas conflict today. It is the 31st session regarding the situation in Ukraine. The reports shall be delivered by UN Assistant Secretary General in the area of human rights Ivan Shimonovich and UN Assistant Secretary General in the area of political issues Jeffrey Feltman. The last time when the Council discussed the Ukrainian question was a week ago, by the requests of France and Germany. It had to do with the maintaining of the Minsk agreements of February 12, which implied the ceasefire, heavy weaponry withdrawal and captives exchange. Today's session is planned for 10 o'clock New York time. The Normandy Four is meeting in Berlin. Ukraine, Germany, France and Russia are represented by deputy ministers of foreign affairs. The Kyiv delegation is led by Vadim Pristaiko. During the negotiations, they will particularly talk about the possibility of sending peacekeepers to Ukraine. The head diplomat from the European Union, Federica Mogherini, will take part in the meeting as well. The Ukrainians in Berlin have asked to leave Ukraine alone. The huge blue and yellow banner has been hung in the center of the German capital. The place they chose is very symbolic. It's a checkpoint Charlie. When the city was divided by the Berlin Wall, there was a borders checkpoint between eastern and western parts of Germany. The Ukrainian ambassador Andriy Melnik mentioned about this action in his Twitter. The poster reads, "We defend freedom and territorial integrity of European countries by defending freedom and territorial integrity of Ukraine. Vladimir Putin, calm down your geopolitical ambitions and give freedom to all of Ukraine." Starting today, the flower wagon is on the route in the blue line of Kyiv subway. This is a social project. The authors of the idea say the wagons shall operate till the end of this year. The journalists of First Ukraine were some of the first passengers.
The van decorated with chamomiles and poppies outside and classic quotes inside. From now on, Kyiv citizens and guests can improve their mood in the subway. People will go on this van, they will smile and won't push each other no longer or sing or shooing someone else. Most of all, I like the atmosphere and the fact that this kind of van will work and enjoy passengers. The project is not commercial, said the head of the subway department. No budget penny was spent on it. It was painted by sponsors, experts. They worked, our artists, the artists work in our company, and also others who made the technical role, doing up windows, etc. They were drawing about 7 days and finished yesterday at about 12 o'clock in the midnight. In some point I realized that not only the city dream, but our personal dream as CL to inspire all, to please and all, to charge all people. The flower subway van is first in Kyiv underground, but in the future the contractor company plans to paint another one each holidays. Next van is going to be thematic to the city day. There will be more patriotic and folklore, promise organizers. There won't be any political team. Dalia Badyuk, Dmitro Babak, Victoria Zabian, First Ukraine.
It was the United Country newscast by First Ukraine. You can find more details at our website, firstua.com. Sergei Velichansky was working for you in the studio. We wish you only good news. Take care and goodbye.